So hello scent enthusiasts, this is my first fragrance review video, and I transitioned from designer fragrances as a office worker to the world of niche perfumery as I matured in my palette. And my personal adventure with niche scents came from a suggestion from my wife, who introduced me to luxury brands, especially niche fragrances. The thing that caught me was each one had a story as captivating as the scent, and among those that stood out was the house of Amouage based in Oman. At the time I got into it, it had a creative director called Christopher Chong, since replaced by Renaud Salmon. And the beauty of Amouage is it doesn't just have amazing scents, but they also have amazing cultural narratives. And today I'm going to be reviewing Epic Man, and this is a journey through art, history and personal expression, as well as the scent. So the layers of the scent with the notes evoke emotions and memories beyond the everyday. Epic Man itself is a spicy woody fragrance that has a unique blend of notes which are inspired by the legendary Silk Road as well as Puccini's Turandot opera. And the story of it is set in China, which is why I guess they have these Chinese characters, about a Persian princess and a deadly riddle. So the fragrance itself, storytelling wise, it was created to evoke the omniscient and awe-inspiring presence of nature. It has a deep woody composition that contains not just some finely sourced ingredients, but they're also blended to form a unique oriental and woody scent. And the scents from Amouage are known for their extreme performance, sillage and uniqueness. And let's get into it. So first off, you have a green bottle, and when you spray it, the top notes start with a burst of pink pepper, which is a rare and underused note. It makes it sweet as well as spicy at the same time, which can be very attractive as well as elegant. And I find it very nice and pleasing when you initially spray it. It has a cardamom note, which is spicy and warm. And then there's also a myrtle note, which gives it a fresh green aroma. Then you get into some nutmeg, which gives it a warm spiciness, whilst there's cumin to add more earthiness into the scent itself. And then you get into saffron, which is warm, exotic, and also gives it a uniqueness into the blend. Then following the top notes, you get into the heart, which is composed mainly of myrrh and geranium. So the myrrh note adds a warm and balsamic aroma, whilst geranium gives it a fresh floral feeling. And then at the base of the fragrance, you've got a rich composition of frankincense, leather, castoreum, cedarwood, oud, musk and patchouli. Frankincense again continues this warmth and combines it with a resinous aroma, whilst leather gives an animalic feeling to the warmth. Then you have castoreum, which is warm and musky, whilst there's cedarwood, which gives you woodiness, as well as the oud, which gives you even more woodiness and as well as a smoky aroma. And then you have the musk itself that gives you this sensuality. And finally it wraps up with patchouli, which is the earthiness, and the sandalwood notes, which give you a warm creamy texture. And the fragrance itself is quite linear. It starts off with that burst of pink pepper, which might be off-putting if you don't like the scent, and then 2 to 6 hours in develops into a creamy peppery incense over a leather base. The fragrance itself is linear, which means that it doesn't differ dramatically in the evolution, so you get a consistent smell throughout the experience, and there's very little variation from the top and bottom notes, so you have pretty much the whole character straight away. Linear doesn't necessarily mean dull and uninteresting, and I don't feel I get that from this fragrance, but some people have said it can be quite boring because it doesn't evolve as much as they'd like for a niche fragrance. In terms of longevity, it's great. I get about 6 to 8 hours good performance, long lasting and great projection. And if you're looking for a fragrance that is different from the usual designer scents, Epic Man is definitely worth checking out. Some of the negatives that I feel is that it can be a bit discouraging due to that strong pink pepper note and the fact that it is linear, but it does soften up over time to this warm creaminess from the sandalwood. Overall, it is a very masculine scent that is perfect for that special occasion. So it would suit a wedding, a formal event, and you can be sure that as long as no one else is wearing it, you will stand out from the crowd. It is a very much a statement fragrance that will get you noticed. It's perfect for those people who want to be different and stand out. It is a fragrance that is ideal for a night out or going to an opera, shall we say. When you wear it, you will feel confident and powerful. So the fragrance, I think, lives up to its name, Epic Man, in that it is unique and different from the usual designer and even niche fragrances. It's perfect for those who want to make a statement and be noticed. In terms of, as I say, from performance, it's long lasting and has good projection. However, the fragrance can be discouraging, first due to the strong pink pepper note and the fact that it's rather linear, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, although it does become softer over time. So, going into the bottle itself, you've got the magnetic cap, which is really good, and also the bottle I bought was made in Oman, and I know since then they have changed the box, but the bottle remains the same. Overall, I will give it an 8 out of 10. The fragrance itself is perfect for autumn and winter, so if you want something for that occasion, please consider Epic Man. And thank you very much for your time. Until next time, keep exploring and stay fragrant. Thank you.